Adopt Me's brand new pet pen update. That's right, you can age your pets while you're offline. Basically, you know what Grow a Garden does? You know how your pets like grow and age while you're not playing? Well, your pets can do that in Adopt Me now. This is quite possibly the craziest thing that I never expected. Adopt Me has just given us some of the biggest updates all at the exact same time, and it's things that people have been asking for so many years, and honestly, my mind is genuinely blown. So we're going and getting this brand new update called the Pet Pen Update. What is this? How does it work? Let me explain. Starting off, a pet pen is going to be attached to your house, and you can let up to 4 pets run around at the same time, even when you're in the game. Now, what does the pet pen look like? The only glimpse of what we have is this thing right here, the thumbnail of Adopt Me's recent video called Huge Changes Coming to Adopt Me Weekly News. Absolutely crazy. We can see what looks like a pet pen and then multiple pets, and then it's attached to the side of their house. So your house's plots are gonna expand, you're gonna go and get a pet pen, and what I assume is going to be free. Maybe it will cost you money or bucks to go and upgrade the amount of pets that you can have in it, because going and aging 4 pets at once while not being in the game sounds absolutely overpowered. Especially factor in, say I've got 10 alt accounts, I put 4 pets on 10 alt accounts, that's 40 pets, all aging up, all while you're not online. Crazy. Now, obviously, if Adopt Me did this completely, it would completely ruin the value of your pets if they're a neon. Imagine you go and do it, have 40 accounts running 4 pets each, you get thousands of pets, fully grown. Well, there's a little bit of a catch. They couldn't have made it too easy. So, pets in the pen will gain experience over time, even when you're offline. Meaning you can raise your pets while you're at school, while you're at work, or grabbing some much needed rest. This is insane. This is actually crazy. Now, here's the catch. Obviously, it sounds great. But if they made this way too easy, then the value of your neons would be nothing, right? Like, imagine all you did was just load into the game, put your 4 pets in there, and they fully growed if you came back in a week. It's not exactly that simple. Let me explain. They'll only age as far as their next level up before they need to see you and show off what they've learned. Now, let me explain this a little bit better. Say, for example, you are trying to go and age up a dog. You want to go and make yourself a neon dog. So, say you have a preteen, it will then go into the maximum of post-teen, for example. I mean, I said that wrong. Teen to post-teen. So, say you put a teen dog inside, say you put 14 dogs. They will then all get upgraded into post-teen. Does this make sense? Say you then go and put all of those 4 post-teens back in, they will all become fully grown. Now, obviously, you have to check in to go and see what it is. Now, there is a bit more explaining. They'll only age as far as the next level up before they need to see you again. So basically, if you put post-teen pets in, they will then come back fully grown. If you put a newborn in, like a brand new pet that you've literally just hatched, it's not gonna go all the way to fully grown. Because if it did, it would be overpowered, it would ruin the value of commons, that would be pretty bad. It does say they won't gain friendship levels or give age potions. So, say for example, you have a fully grown, maxed out pet like this, where typically if I go and do a task right now, it will go and give me friendship levels. And friendship levels go and give you age up potions. You can't go and get that. You'll need to swap it out to an unaged pet. So there is genuinely no point putting a Mega Neon pet in that. There's literally 0 point going and putting any sort of fully grown pet in hopes of getting age potions. That's not a thing. Adopt Me did also make some other statements that they're changing some things on how leveling pets works. We're increasing the XP bar in general to allow a better incremental aging through the pet pen. I don't know what that means, but let me explain. So it says, let's read a bit more. We're increasing the amount of XP completing pet needs will give you to match. Okay, so it's the same. So they're increasing the amount of XP you need but the tasks still do the same thing. So basically you won't notice any difference. They're just making it sound a bit higher because when you see plus 1 XP, you might now see plus 100 XP. Wait, what? Okay, interesting. So if you see a task and it says normally you'd gain plus 1 XP, it's now going to say plus 100. They said this lets us do passive pet aging through the pens slowly without needing to show decimals. Okay, that makes sense. So to simplify it, let's say, for example, I was putting my pet dog in there. It will say every hour you'll gain, instead of saying you'll gain 1 XP every hour, which is basically one full task, instead of saying 0.001 XP every hour, it just increased it to like a higher number. So we don't see like some crazy percentages. I mean, this makes sense. It's going to confuse a lot of people, but it does make sense. Adopt Me did say some other things. We also heard from you that it's hard to make neon pets, and we're going to make it easier to make neon pets. To help you keep up with the grind just in time for Halloween, we're going to reduce the number of needs it takes to age each rarity to full grown. So getting a legendary to fully grown will be a little bit faster, with that difference cascading down. So making full grown commons will be significantly faster than it is today. Now, some people might be a little bit sad about this, which is understandable. Like all of your common pets, they're now going to be easier to go and make into a neon, which honestly, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. Some people are going to be happy that they're going to go and make a bunch of their common pets into a neon, which is pretty cool to see. So that sounds pretty fun. Let me explain that a little bit more from what Adopt Me says. To help you keep up with the grind just in time for the new pets of Halloween, we're going to reduce the number of needs it takes to age each rarity. They've been working on this for a long time, and they've done a lot of testing, not just internally, but with a selected group of players to make sure that they do this the right way. I wasn't part of this selected group. I wish I was. I wish Adopt Me would have like selected some creators. I think it would have been pretty interesting. Obviously, I have very strong opinions about Adopt Me, and I probably know quite a lot. They said, we know some long-term traders might devalue some pets in the systems you use, especially lower rarities. So we're also adding something that could take those values the other way. Now that's for another video. That's going to be uploaded very soon. That's right. Adopt Me has came up with a brand new concept, which honestly, I think it's made for me. I'm so happy about this because I have an inventory of like 11,000 pets, and this next update that I'm going to be making a separate video on, honestly, might just blow your mind, and it blew my mind. So it's absolutely crazy. Once that video is out, you can press the button on the screen to watch the next video. But honestly, pet pens as a concept, it's so good. Grow garden, aging your pets is amazing. People love it. You can age your pets while you're AFK. This isn't going to impact stuff massively. As I mentioned, if you have a bunch of alt accounts, you can't just put a newborn and then get a fully grown and turn it into a neon. You'd have to log into that, and it's not going to be quick. There's not going to be like an instant thing. And it'll probably cost you bucks to add more pets. They haven't given us more information, but it's coming out this Friday. I wish they gave us a bit more of a heads up. It would have brought like a bunch more hype, you know. We'll do like some admin abuse event or something to like hype up the whole pet pen introduction. But yo, let's hype this thing up. Pet pens coming into the game. I will be explaining the brand new egg. Yep, you heard that correctly. In the next video, so subscribe and you'll see that video literally very quickly. Press the button on the screen to go and watch another video that I can guarantee you'll like to watch next.